I got him in my sights. Wait, is that a Dinobot? That doesn't look like the Megatron I know. Wait, who the hell are you? I'm Optimus Primal. That's Predacon Megatron. Preda what? Predacon Megatron. Yes. What is up, everybody? Nick Lego Stava here, coming at you with a review of Transformers Barney. No. Transformers Kingdom Megatron, Beast Wars inspired. Alright, let's get serious and let's get into the figure. This guy right here likes to say yes a whole lot. And his toy likes to be basically a retail masterpiece figure, as you see right here. Now, things on the box that they show right off the bat, a customization that I'm going to do. I'm going to paint this hand black. I just didn't do it before the review, but I mean, they even show it on the box like that as it's cut off from the camera angle, but you can see that. That's a customization I'm going to do right off the bat. But this guy, I mean, Beast Wars is not my favorite. I do like it somewhat, and I mean, my freaking friend was into it so much when I was young. And he was just like, oh, Beast Wars. And I had some of them, and then I got some at garage sales. But yeah, it wasn't my number one thing. So if I don't know everything about the Predacons and Maximals and blah, blah, I thought I could put my finger through there, but I can't. And I thought the tongue would move up too, but it doesn't. Tongue does not move like on the masterpiece. I don't have the masterpiece, but I did look into that just so I could see what similarities this would have to that. But let's go over articulation. You know, you got bends and moves all over the place. Does he have ankle tilt? Yes, they even worked an ankle tilt on dinosaur feet. Yes, they did. And quality control on this figure seems to be pretty good. There is something I do want to mention. This is made out of rubbery plastic, and that tends to not age the best. Let me show you an example here of a part of an old phone case. It's made out of a similar material to this, and after a few years it starts to decay. So you might run into those issues. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully the mix that they made for this is good, but that's a possibility that it could happen to yours. And I just realized that this is not, that might have not been in shot while I was talking about it. Actually, you know what? Maybe I spoke too soon. I think there needs to be ratchet joints in this knee. In the knees, there needs to be ratchet joints. I think there needs to be some more ratchet joints on this guy because he's pretty hefty. He is pretty hefty feeling. I'm also going to have some size comparisons to other various figures, even from figures that are 20 years old at this point. And no, I don't have any of the original Beast Wars figures. But no longer. I used to have Optimal Optimus because he was badass. But this rubber stuff, you'll see when I get it into Dino mode that this stuff just doesn't really line up that great. But in terms of looks, in sheer looks, this looks really good. I'm not going to lie. This looks like Beast Wars Megatron down to so many details. And this, I'm not going to lie, this looks good, but it's not going to be the most durable thing over time. I think I should get an award for how awkward I'm trying to record this video right now. Trying to bend my neck over and be on my knees trying to make a damn review. Let's change that up so I can actually do this. So yeah, he's got a bunch of articulation. Yep, we all get it. Let's get him into dinosaur mode after size comparisons and oh yeah, Beast Wars Megatron, Beast Wars, whoa! Sorry about that. If I can get him to even stand, I mean, damn, he does need some ratchet joints. He needs some ratchet joints. Back that camera up. Here he is with Armada Megatron, voiced by the same voice actor I mean, I gotta back this camera way up to get them both in shot. Look at that. Look, I do have him pimped out with frickin' mini cons, but that's what that's looking like. His head is almost at the same height. Armada Megatron is still slightly taller, but wow. Wow, wow, wow. And the heft, this is still a little more heavy, but this guy it's one of the more heavy modern Transformers, I gotta say. And here he is with another dinosaur Transformer, Grimlock, Studio Series 86. And this is lighter than this. It's definitely that rubbery stuff that's making that more heavy. But yeah, here he is with Optimus Primal right there. That's what that's looking like. And the little Kingdom class figures that came out in this line. I don't think this was an original Beast Wars figure. I think this might be a new character. And this also has the same problem of the rubbery stuff that's probably not going to age too well. But yeah, that's what the lineup's looking like with them. Let's get them moved out of the way, and let's get into transformation on this guy. I mean, you could just see the amount of detail and paint on here. This thing looks good. It's nice and big. It seems like an actual leader class, you know. They've been trying to pass along some Voyagers as leader class figures, but this seems like an actual leader class figure. But let's see if I can transform this. I will say that this doesn't look like something I'm going to be able to transform in camera. But let's give it a go. Maybe, just maybe, I can do it. This looks like it hinges back. Hopefully I don't break anything. I don't look at no instructions. I figure it out myself. It's just so funny that they made up a purple and green dinosaur in Beast Wars. Like, what other purple and green dinosaur is there besides Barney? Megatron is the only other one. That's always going to be a running joke, but it is kind of strange how like these panels line up very, very poorly. Fairly poorly. Those are spring-loaded. It's got some spring-loaded pieces. What is that, automorph technology? As I pop a freaking piece off? Hopefully I can do this. This is going to be a challenge. I would imagine that... Okay, yeah, we're going to do a jump cut. All right, everybody, about 20 minutes or so later, this is the result you end up with. This is not good. This is not good. Not good. Okay, I almost said not good at all, but I mean, it somewhat resembles a dinosaur. I mean, there is so... I fiddled and fiddled and fiddled with this to try to ease the gaps, but I mean, you just end up unpopping things. This is extremely gappy. This is a good Beast Wars Megatron in robot mode. This is not a good Beast Wars Megatron in dinosaur mode. It really needs ratchet joints to support the weight of this figure. You really need ratchet joints in both robot mode and dino mode. But mine doesn't want to tab in back here. I know I did it right. I usually never look up videos or anything on how to transform, but this had some masterpiece level complexity to it, so I had to look up videos. I was messing around with it about 15 minutes in. I'm like, I'm done wasting my time with this. I got to look up some videos on how to do this, because this guy is not a fun transformation, which kind of sucks, because Studio Series 86 Grimlock was actually a good transformation, but this is not. I mean, I'll just compare it right here with, this is not the Studio Series 86. This is the BMB Power of the Primes. It's just slightly smaller than the Studio Series 86, but that's just kind of what that's looking like. This is just, it's so much simpler of a transformation. It really is, to get a dinosaur than all of what this did. Like, wow, this had some crazy madness going on. But this is a hard sell for me. If you actually want a Transformer, then this kind of doesn't succeed at that. Let's just be honest. This is a really good Beast Wars Megatron in robot mode. But when it comes to dinosaur mode, it definitely fails. I mean, you can fiddle around with it. You can get this gap looking slightly better, but all of this, you can't really do anything about that. Maybe you won't have the problem. Mine does not tab in back here. I know I transformed it right. I've tried to clip it and clip it and clip it, but it doesn't go. So yeah, and it doesn't want to stand. It needs ratchet joints, so kind of a bummer. Kind of a bummer, you know. Wanted this to be good, but it's not. I probably should have transformed these other ones off camera, but that's what that's looking like in robot mode versus, I almost said vehicle mode, but dinosaur mode of Beast Wars Megatron. So yeah, tell me your thoughts in the comments below of this. What do you think of this failure of a dino mode? It really is a failure of a dino mode. It does not want to stand. So many gaps. And this, for me down here, this didn't tab in on this side. I got this side to tab in, but I fiddled and fiddled and fiddled. This side would not tab in down there, but no. No, sorry. That's just how it ends. If you're new, watch other videos. Decide if you want to subscribe. I actually meant to try to show some 3D printed stuff in his hands to see if he could fit weapons in his hands, but I forgot that in robot mode. And we clearly ain't going back to that in this review. So, peace. Yes. Oh, and two more things. He can have blast effects in his mouth. From his little cannon in there, so you could have blast effects on his arm. And then here's Johnny. Peace. Yes.